lọ́hùn tó débẹ̀ wọ́n ṣèkì ẹrù wọn gbogbo wọn tó kù wọn ṣèkì ẹrù àbúrò mi ó débẹ̀ ní ayọ̀ àti àlàáfíà kò sí wàhálà ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ ó parí ẹ̀ ó máa ṣe graduation ní October yìí mo tún lè gbé ìgbà tó tún fẹ́ ó tún wá ní problem accommodation lọ́hùn kò easy láti get accommodation torí ó ń kàwé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ọbí tó ń lọ bọ̀ síbi kan tó wà lórí mọ́ mi Ọlọ́run yìí ń bọ̀ bàbá ṣe bí ọba tẹ́ ń pè jọ́ ẹ bá wa ké pé ẹ bá wa pè é ni mọ́ mi pé òun ní
every Saturday, 6:30 a.m. And here you get your total rundown of all the big stories and trends for the week in River State. And this is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Rewind, 6:30 a.m. every Saturday. Don't miss it. All right, good morning. Welcome to the Saturday Express Show. And Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt, we'll just run down a few stories and we'll take your calls. I will pave the way for the news, Kiddies Playground, and Insight. Thank you once again for joining us. Of course, you know, today is a monthly sanitation. We heard from the Rewama boss, Samuel Wanasike, that the sanitation will now be taking place on the first Saturday of every month. And this is the first Saturday in the month of September. So from 7 a.m., I think, right? Yeah, till about 10 a.m. There'll be sanitation. So clean your surroundings. Well, with the issue of restriction of movement, you know, that's a debate for another day. But he said this one is with restrictions of movement. When it comes to elections, when it comes to sanitation, basically in some states of the Federation, there are always restrictions of movement. But this is being challenged in court. So I think eventually the court will come out with a verdict. Well, just take a listen.
Every first Saturday, no more last. That gives us an opportunity to look at a new way of doing things. That election gives us an opportunity to have a reversal of that policy. And so the board has agreed that it's going to be first Saturday between the hours of 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. If you have a reason to move around during that period, you approach the Rwama office, who will issue you passes. If we are the only authority by laws of River State that has the right to issue passes for this exercise.
So he was on Funky Falls show yesterday. At the background, you could hear how many people wait and want to give pass. So that's it. So today's sanitation, clean your surrounding. Another thing is government should ensure that they also evacuate the waste, because that's another issue. When people clean and then, you know, they put the waste somewhere, government should also ensure that they evacuate it. I said it before, was it yesterday or thereabouts, that growing up as a child, you know, we usually then they had these big receptacles positioned in different areas. Then the population wasn't like this. Port Harcourt wasn't like this. So you have that big vehicle go around. The vehicle will just reverse, put the bomb. You know, there's should I call it a collector? Hook up the receptacle and then lift the thing. Evacuate it into the big vehicle, drop it back, pop, and then let go, and then the vehicle will move. They will do it like that. So you go to different environment and then you see receptacles. But these days, I don't know. Our democracy guys, I think they need to do better, right? If we say we are practicing a democracy, things should be done better. All right. Let's go ahead, right? A whole lot has happened. A whole lot is happening in our dear state. So you can comment on that story. Do you think it's a good one, the monthly sanitation? I think when Governor Simfura was inaugurated as governor, a lot of people were calling for the return of monthly sanitation. and then when it was also suspended, people were still calling for the return of monthly sanitation, because Port Harcourt was becoming something else. It was becoming the garbage city instead of the garden city for which originally it was known for. So, and then we also talk about the issue of land grabbing along the airport road. Some families and people who actually claim they have properties there, they came out to protest, saying that their lands were being grabbed. And then we asked a simple question. This land grabbing issue is becoming a recurring decimal. When will it stop? When will land grabbing stop? So the issue of land grabbing is still there. We're still talking about it. Will it stop when the suspended governor comes back? Okay, when the suspended governor was even in office, there were complaints. People were complaining that their lands were being grabbed. And I said it on one of my shows then. I said, the only entity that can stop this issue of land grabbing is the government. Probably in conjunction with the traditional rulers at the local level, because no land grabbing activity happens without the consent of some few individuals within that local environment. Somebody cannot just come and start grabbing people's land. I mean, it's not possible now. It doesn't just happen like that. Something must have transpired. Some meetings. So, some just like the way the IOCs, the dubious IOCs, those ones who operate somehow, the way they do, there's a particular English I'm looking for. They come into an environment, so instead of them to do the right thing, they pick a few people who are greedy, give them some few penny, then start the operation, and then you see people will be crying. So no land grabbing activity happens without the consent of some few individuals within that locality. Else, nobody will just come up and say, oh, I'm going to XYZ village to grab land. No. It is not possible now. Is it possible? No. We also talked about, during the week, the issue of Rumekwe and the manifold. Mohammed Obirin, who has been speaking, he claims he has been speaking on behalf of the people, has been very vocal, telling the government, telling now Renaissance before Shell, to do the needful, liaise with the people, talk with the people, find out what their issues are before they can open the manifold and then they can start work. And he also mentioned the fact that they should not give any contract to what some of the people he calls cabals within Rumekwe. That these are the few people who have been causing problems. So they collect contracts and then the people are not benefiting from their God-given gift. And I've said it over and over and over again. Was oil meant to be a curse? Why is it that there are conflicts in every area in Africa, generally speaking, where you have resources, gold, where you have Niger, they have very good resources. Go to every country where you have crude oil, gold, and coal, you always have conflict. And those places are not developed. So was oil meant to be a curse? No, God doesn't curse people. God blesses people. And the reason for these resources is to make life comfortable. God does not leave anybody just like that, create you and dump you on the earth. Everybody have one gift, one resources or the other. The Niger Delta has been fortunate to have these resources. However, when it comes to judicious use and management of those resources to the betterment of the people, that's another case. God will not do that one for you. It is your responsibility to manage your resources. He told Adam, tend to the garden, tend to the resources I have given you, tend to the gift I have given you. So it is man's responsibility to judiciously use his resources to better his own life, to live a comfortable life. Okay, they give you farmland, acres of land, full of cassava, yam, name it, and then they say, take. Will you sit down? No. You tend to the crops so it can yield. Good morning.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, so my name is JJ. I'm calling you from. Yes. Where do I start from right now? Sanitation. I should start from there, right?
Anywhere, sir.
Maxwell, what I'm saying right now is what they call IGG. That's initial gragra. And the word you're looking for is divide and rule.
Exactly. Thank you.
I expect that within the period of the announcement of these people, that they would have shown us how prepared they are. Oh, we have 1,000 receptacles. We have created a new one. We have nothing has changed now. Maxwell, go to Rumokoro and some part of this Port Harcourt. Oh, we are not taking anything. Anything the medium. You can't drop where they did that. We are going to smoke them out. Everything. At the end of the day, same story. Remember the song by Fela? The answer for radio, no solution, commissioner go for London. Then go, they turn around, then they see the same place. You know that song, right? That's exactly what we're doing. Just showmanship. Oh, really? What have you put on ground to make sure you carry the people along, to make sure that the people are nothing. So we must do it. We are supposed to do it. Last Saturday there was election. We're doing it. Why not shift it to the next one, the last Saturday, to make sure that you put things on ground to I don't know. It's not about your material. It's about working the work. Nothing has changed. Everything that you claim that you want to come and do, everything is same. Nothing. So if rain fall, bucket not full, now you won't full am. So it's the one of 7 to 10. When you have, for instance, when the announcement be made, up to now nothing, then 7 to 10 now the whole place will now become El Dorado. That's why don't we joke too much in this place. Then land grabbing activity. To be fair to everybody, before the unfortunate suspension matter or emergency came, the governor have already set up a committee to look into this land grabbing activity, be it in Igboishi and some other areas. But you also know that our people say that where there is no hawk, that's where the end will come and scatter everything. Because the hawk is not there, and the man who's there does not even care about anybody. What do you expect? People came in, we saw people bringing down people's property and all those put together, and before you know it, the people too will say, look, we must take back our place because we too want to become the hawk now to chase out the end. And what do you get? And conclusively, on the issue of oil blessing and curse, I think, yes, you have said that God doesn't curse people, but this one has been taken to be a curse. Maxwell, go to key areas where oil are being produced, where you have the IOCs operating fully. The only thing you see is underdevelopment. I can call names. I used to be in that area now. I can call names. Go to Brass, go to even around Shoba, go to all these areas, escravos everywhere. There is nothing. The only way you know the people who are working in the oil sector and those who are villagers is bottled water. Because there's not even water to drink. So much water, nothing to drink. I beg go. I beg, thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. You know, the issue of oil he talked about, go to Loibri. That's a known fact. Shell was in Ogoni, and the Ogoni said, you have to leave our land. All this while you've been here, nothing. Our people haven't benefited. You have scattered everywhere. You have polluted some sites. So leave. UNEP report came, you know the fight. Very many Ogonis were killed, sleeping in the bush. Kansariwa was also killed. Now, you know, we've talked about the high prep this thing and what they are doing. I wouldn't want to go into that, but I mean, I don't believe in media talk. I believe in what I can see. You don't tell me you are doing well. If you go to Ogoni, would you say that yes, truly, things are ongoing? Clean the people, clean the land. Put enough water. There should be hospital, right? But if you go to Ogoni land, is that what you see? Well, go to Loivri, go to Rumekpe. Where again? Go to Ahoda. In fact, go to. I was at where was that? I was at Omoko a few months ago. We drove into Imo State. I checked everywhere they are producing oil. What you see is underdevelopment. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that, though. And I've said, instead of something to become a curse, please, may I not have it? If our people were farmers and that's what was putting food on their table, why not go back to the farming and leave the oil thing? Because the oil thing, is it benefiting the people? You know the answer. If it's not benefiting the people, then why drilling? 13% are paid to state, the people are not seeing it. Allocations are given to the state, the people are not enjoying it. You talk about the federal government, they are supposed to cite projects in those areas, the people are not enjoying it. People don't have common water to drink. 0810-9510-951. You can jump on any of the stories I've shared. I've talked about the sanitation. Are you comfortable with it every first Saturday? Or you think this is just like the way they used to do it? Like some would say, initial gragra. Is that the case here? Or you think, yes, this new Rwama has come to make a difference? Please join the conversation. Max, good morning. Oil is a curse here in location 15 Eche, where there's no road, no light. I mean, there's no life there indeed. It is a curse at location 15, where we have Shell. Elvis. Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, please.
Oil, it is a cause. I think due to the nature of my job during this Niger Delta crisis, all throughout, I happen to go around, if not almost all the locations. I think, let me say, in fact, all the locations where Shell and Ajib are operating. Because I was operating gunboat in Nigerian Army as a soldier. So during the crisis, we do escort food to those workers in the location and give them protection. There is no community producing oil that are seeing the benefits of what they are producing there. If you go to a community like Obombri, the water where they poop, that is the same water they drink. That is where they bath. They take their bath in the morning, afternoon, evening. That same water, that is what they use for cooking. Go to Kukushi, Tunu, nothing. Go to Bula, go to Fakados, go to Brass. I can mention even down to Ondo, communities that have gone to. Nothing. That is nothing. But every day you see these people inhaling crude oil. Every day. And go to the river. You see what the crude oil are damaging. But there is nothing. So, crude oil is a cause in Nigeria. Seriously. That of the whether now sanitation they are talking about. Oh God, the man just putting threats in companies so that they will come and do their normal. That is what they are doing, not the people. Because you know, the more you check, the company will come for their normal, according to what people did for him. Because there is a cut order now. But, you know, the way they are behaving, they are giving a...
Thank you, sir. We have to go now for the news.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. All right, that's how much we can take. We just pray that crude oil will become a blessing someday. Well, thank you for staying with us. We'll take this short commercial break. We'll be right back for the news. Stay with us.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
The Federated Union of Arashi Students worldwide heartily congratulates our godsend chairman and their deputies in the election victory in the just concluded Rivers State Local Government Council elections. Honorable Eugene Pelichita and his deputy, Honorable Josephine Uba Ahoda West, Honorable Solomon Abubar Ochoma and his deputy, Honorable Mrs. Florence Oduku Ahoda East, Sir Barrister Chuku Shedrak Obogu and his deputy, Lady Dr. Happiness Choma Wankocha Onelga, Engineer Michael Owolobi Ofori and his deputy, Honorable Victoria Abunu Abua Odwa. We are confident that your tenure will bring progress, unity, and positive change to our local government. Also, will prioritize the welfare of the students' community in scholarships, sponsorships, and bursary payment. We pray that your leadership be guided by wisdom and dedication, fostering development and prosperity for all. Balwao, Umbanao, Mekanio, Igio, signed Comrade Ewo Isaac Richard, President, Federated Union of Arashi Students worldwide.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1
this
FM.
Is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Thanks for joining us. Good morning. This is the World News on your premium talk radio Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. In the headlines, Rivers State Waste Management Agency announces new date for monthly sanitation exercise. DSS files terrorism charges against commanders of terror group linked to Al-Qaeda. On the foreign scene, South Koreans detained in U.S. factory immigration raid. I am Lucky Maxwell. The Rivers State Waste Management Agency, RIWAMA, has announced that the monthly sanitation exercise will henceforth take place on the first Saturday of every month, with restrictions on movement during the exercise. Before this announcement, the sanitation exercise was fixed for every last Saturday of the month, but could not hold in August, following the local government council elections in Rivers State. The chairman of RIWAMA, Samuel Wanosike, made this announcement during a telephone interview in Today FM studio, where he also disclosed that disposal of waste on the median had been banned after he assumed office. Wanosike, who wondered why some people obey environmental laws in other areas but disobey same in River State, recalled that a 1-month notice had been issued to residents to properly dispose their waste at designated channels.
The board has agreed that it's going to be first Saturday between the hours of 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. If you have a reason to move around during that period, you approach the Rwama office, who will issue you passes. A lot of people travel outside this country, and when you see them behave, obey laws, make sure everything they do is not questioned, everything is according to the laws of that environment where they exist, you will ask yourself, what happens to them when they arrive in River State? When we came on board, the first thing we did was to address the press. And in our address to the press, we have banned dropping of reviews on the media. We have given a 1 month grace to the public so that we can give them a lot of advocacy. Because this culture of dumping refuse started in a day and became a norm. So it's going to take us some time to reverse that trend. In the laws of River State, inappropriate disposal of waste comes with a fine. People don't observe the timing. From 6 to 10 is the time to drop back the refuse.
The Rwama boss also mentioned that the agency will hold a meeting with the Hausa community in the state to regulate and restrict activities of scavengers around waste dumps.
Next week, we'll be meeting with the Hausa community and those who are related to these capuchas. We are aware. They are the ones that go around when people bag their waste, they break the bag, they start of whatever they are searching in those waste. But we don't want anybody to say we are being withheld for religious reasons. We are going to talk to them, and after which we are going to put a proper ban on the activities. We don't want them in our streets, we don't want them in our communities. After which, they will start the arrest and the raid.
Samuel Wonosike further disclosed that the agency will ensure that all multinationals in River State properly dispose their industrial waste, which he said could be harmful to residents.
All the multinationals who do business in River State, how do they dispose their waste? There are companies who are into tire production, Chinese companies who are into fabrication, and even people who do construction. A lot of estates, a lot of renovation is happening in high-brow areas. They bring up industrial waste, they bring up construction waste. The question is, all this waste you bring, how do you dispose them? They should know that this new board is highly interested in, because apart from the day-to-day cleaning of our surroundings and our living areas, in industrial areas, we need to know where you're taking those waste. You cannot be disposing waste illegally. For medical waste, we're going to implement the laws of Rwama as approved in 2014 to the fullest.
Responding to questions on a court judgment barring the River State government from restricting movement of residents on Environmental Sanitation Day, Wonosike said while they are planning to appeal the matter, all applicants in the case are exempted from restriction. Meanwhile, a former committee member in the River State Waste Management Agency under the administration of Ade Adegu has advised the newly inaugurated chairman of the Rwama, Samuel Wonosike, to educate the citizens on the need to participate in the monthly environmental sanitation exercise for their well-being. Charles Jaja, in an interview with Today.9.1fm's Uchendu Ejo, warned the new Rwama management against ignoring a court judgment on the restriction of movement during sanitation. Jaja, who is also a Port Harcourt-based youth activist, cautioned Wonosike against assuming that his office does not exist in a democratic setting, insisting that doing so would be pushing security agencies into disobedience of the court judgment, which it described as contempt.
Similar judgment was also entered by Justice Mohammed Idris of the Federal High Court, Lagos State, where a group of persons had gone to challenge the decision of Lagos State, to restrict them from moving. And I think any attempt by Wonosike Samuel to restrict people's movement is an open disobedience to the court ruling and rule of law in the land. And as someone is not higher than the court, neither is he law himself, neither is he the governor of the state. So he has no such power to restrict people from moving. And I want to appeal to the police and his sister agencies not to enforce this order from him, because doing so amounts to, court contempt.
It would interest you to know that a Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt had on 6th July 2021 ruled that it was unconstitutional and illegal to restrict vehicular and human movement during the sanitation exercise, which had been fixed for last Saturday of the month. The court, in a suit instituted by a Port Harcourt-based legal practitioner, Prince Azubike, against the Attorney General of River State Waste Management Agency, and the Commissioner of Police, challenging the powers of the River State government to restrict movement under the guise of environmental sanitation, barred the government from restricting residents. Justice James Omotosho ruled that the restriction of movement in River State on last Saturday of every month under the guise of sanitation exercise was illegal, unconstitutional, null and void. Omotosho held that any law authorizing the River State government to restrict movement of people was unconstitutional for being inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution. The court further awarded the sum of 1 million naira in favor of the applicant, jointly and severally against the respondent and declared 10% interest rate per annum until the judgment sum is liquidated. Today FM correspondent reports that no court has ruled or vacated the judgment of the Federal High Court. A magistrate court sitting in Port Harcourt, presided over by Lillian Awuse, has refused remand warrant by the River State Police Command against the Port Harcourt-based youth activist Mfata T. Mfata. The River State Police Command, through the Octopus C for I Strike Force, had approached the magistrate court for a remand warrant on cyberbullying and stalking against Mfata, following a petition by the newly elected chairman of Emoha Local Government Area of River State, Chidi Lloyd. Ruling on the application, Senior Magistrate Lillian Awuse, who said the court lacked jurisdiction to either hear the matter or grant the remand warrant, refused the application and subsequently granted bail to the accused. Reacting to the development, Chizi Enyi, who stood in for the accused, commended the judiciary for being the hope of the common man and criticized the Nigerian police for allegedly taking sides with a politician instead of the law.
The judiciary has really shown and proved that truly there is still hope for the common man with judiciary. Else, what would Mfata have done? The police has held Mfata for close to a week without allowing him, based on his innocence, until proven otherwise. But the Mfata was arrested by the military and taken to the police. The next thing, they said Chidi Lloyd has a petition, and Chidi Lloyd visited the commander late in the about. And the commander brought Mfata, and between them there were interviews. Even when Chidi Lloyd had no petition before the police, but he went there because he's a big man. Else, how would someone just go to the police on the ground that you want to lay accusation on somebody, and then the person should not be released?
The Wenwuje family, Rumodike village of Alakaya community, has alleged that some members of the Rumavon family of Rumokocha compound, Choba town, in Obiakpa local government area are grabbing their land. The Wenwuje family, led by Chief Amadi Njeka, alleged that the Rumavon family had encroached on their ancestral land, which they claim was sold over a decade ago. Njika further accused the police personnel from the anti-cultism unit in Emoha local government area of harassing members of their family. A stakeholder in the family, Eze Chukunka and Chief John Wallo, who are among those that purchased the land, are appealing to the River State government and security agencies to intervene.
I was surprised to see that Vincent Dynamics land grabber come to the land and begin bulldozer the whole land, both fence and the house. The bulldozer each. Government should come and help anti-citizen. The police where they use now from Amoa to soup below.
In response, members of the Rumavon family presented a court ruling in their favor, stating that they had been repeatedly attacked on the land by individuals from Alakaya community.
What is happening in Alakaya, what has not happened in Akpo Kingdom since I was born. So I'm surprised that land grabber can now come to lands in Akpo. I'm surprised. I don't know. So I'm begging His Royal Majesty Eze-Ozonwonwu Yenwale Akpo should please Yenwale Choba to tell his children to go away. We are one brothers and sisters to come and bulldoze our land. I mean, Commissioner of Police, Sole Administrator, they are now with police.
We bought and paid. When I mean by bought, I'm talking about others too, who also bought legally and paid. But in my own case, I finished my building within an interval of that 2011. I did all I can do. And now people are living there. Only for us to hear recently for a month ago, our landlord, that some persons in Joba.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. We'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today 95.1 FM.
Thanks for staying with us. Now the rest of the news. The Defense Headquarters has warned discharged soldiers protesting at the Federal Ministry of Finance over the Security Debarment Allowance to desist from such actions, describing them as illegal. A director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcos Kangwe, who issued the warning, said the protests were obstructing official activities at the ministry and would no longer be tolerated. He explained that neither the government nor the Defense Headquarters owed retired soldiers any SDA, clarifying that payments were being made in line with applicable wage charts. According to him, gratuity and SDA are calculated based on the salary chart effective on a soldier's date of retirement. He noted that those who retired between January 1 and July 28, 2024 fell under the pre-minimum wage chart, while those who retired from July 29, 2024 onward were placed under the minimum wage chart following the implementation of the new wage structure. He urged the protesting ex-soldiers to respect laid-down processes and desist from further illegal demonstrations. The Department of State Services, DSS, has filed terrorism charges against two senior commanders of Ansaru, a terror group reportedly linked to Al-Qaeda, over their alleged role in violent attacks across Nigeria. The suspect, Mahmoud Usman, also known as Abu Bahara, who is described as the Emir of Ansaru, and his deputy, Mahmoud al-Nigeri, also known as Malan Mahmouda, were recently captured during security operations. According to the Secret Service, the charges against them include leading a terrorist organization, funding its activities, recruiting members, and planning violent operations nationwide. The two men were alleged to be behind the July 2022 deadly attack on the Kuje prison, where more than 600 inmates, including Boko Haram suspects, escaped. The arraignment of the suspect, according to the DSS, is expected soon at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The arraignment comes 3 weeks after the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, announced their arrest. The NSA said the two men had been on Nigeria's most wanted list for years, having jointly spearheaded multiple attacks on civilians, security forces, and critical infrastructure. Stakeholders from Rumodogo community in Odegu clan in Emoha local government area of River State have congratulated the newly elected chairman of Emoha local government council, Chidi Lloyd, on his re-election as the chairman of the council. A stakeholder in the community who spoke on behalf of the elders and chiefs, Bishop Stephen Rewa Wadu, said their congratulation was based on the track record of Lloyd, who he said was instrumental to their road infrastructure. Bishop Rewa Wadu, while recounting how the road infrastructure was achieved in Rumodogo through the effort of Lloyd, expressed optimism that with his re-election there will be more developments in the area. He clarified that the defection of Chidi Lloyd to the PDP made the FCT minister Yeson Wike visit and flag off a major road in the area, saying with his re-election as chairman, Rumodogo and the entire communities in Emoha will enjoy more development, just as he encouraged the people to continue to support the chairman.
It was through him why we are doing so. We are impressed for what he, FCT minister Yeson Wike, had done for us. We were left before this time. Nobody cared for us. Our road was nothing to tell him about. But because of him, the day he came and decamped to PDP was the day the contract for our road was awarded. And since that day, he has been very close to us. He has been helping us. That's why, as he has won that election, we are all grateful.
On his part, the chairman of the Community Development Committee of the community, Azubike Abaraku, described Lloyd as a man who knows what to do at the right time and wished him success in his second tenure, which he said will bring about development in the area.
Who knows what to do at any time. This young man has been a very wonderful man. Through him, Rumodogo was able to get roads. In his time, when he was the local government chairman, he was the one who brings the FCT minister to Rumodogo 1. That is the person of Dr. Chidi Lloyd. The entire people of Rumodogo congratulate you for your recent election victory as the new elected local government chairman of Emoha local government.
Today FM's correspondent reports that other stakeholders in Rumodogo community, including Youth President Ohiege Progress Nkemkama, expressed their readiness to work with the current administration of Chidi Lloyd in ensuring that Emoha Local Government Council succeeds in all ramifications. In the same vein, the National Union of Obiakpo Students Worldwide has extended its warm congratulations to Gift Walu on his victory and subsequent inauguration as the chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Area. Speaking to Today FM, the national president of the union, Promise Manu Chisom, and the Senate President Chike Emmanuel praised Wolu's emergence as a step towards continuity and development in the LGA. They also commended the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, for his outstanding leadership role, particularly in restoring peace and stability within the region.
To congratulate our very own distinguished leader and incoming grand patron of Obiakpo students, none other but Honorable Dr. Gift Wolu, who has emerged victoriously as the local government chairman of Obiakpo. And first of all, I was a huge part of the process because Dr. Gift Wolu happens to be my lecturer. I served as his course rep in my 200 level when he was taking us on the management course. And by the grace of God, I witnessed firsthand the kind of leader he is, the kind of lecturer he is. And we are very much happy and pleased that, at least in recent time, that we now have a lecturer who is local government chairman. And this
we the students of Obiakpo, especially the Senate and the various presidents of Obiakpo, we are okay with the election and we are ready to work with the new local government chairman. I also want to thank our father, the past governor of Rivers State, no other person than His Excellency, the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, for a very good job well done for restoring the peace and stability in Rivers State as we're talking.
Thank you very much, sir.
On their part, the National Secretary Dairos Ibuchim and the Chief Judge of the Union, Bethel Izzy, appealed to the newly inaugurated chairman to ensure the student community is carried along in his developmental agenda.
Congratulate him as the duly elected chairman of this great LGA, and he's a good man, and the achievement is based on his commitment, integrity, and hard work. And we, the student arm of the LGA, will work with him in one accord. Thank you.
I want to thank and congratulate him on his emergence. Tell him that we, the student body, are ready to work with him and that we are seeking that he carry us along in the administration.
The National Union of Obiakpo Students Worldwide reaffirmed its commitment to supporting developmental efforts in the LGA and urged stakeholders to back the new administration. On the foreign scene, hundreds of South Koreans have been detained in a major U.S. immigration raid on a Hyundai LG battery plant being built in the state of Georgia, prompting Seoul to urge Washington to respect its citizens' right. South Korea, Asia's fourth biggest economy, is a key automaker and electronics producer with multiple plants in the United States. Its largest companies, including car maker Hyundai and tech giant LG, have poured billions of dollars into developing new U.S. factories. South Korean Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lee Jae-woong said the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement raided the site of a company's battery plant in Georgia and took multiple Korean nationals into custody. Seoul said it had sent diplomatic staff to the site and ordered them to establish a task force to address the situation. In July, Seoul pledged $350 billion in U.S. investment to ease tariff threats from President Donald Trump, who was elected last year on a promise to lead the largest migrant deportation program in U.S. history. Trump's administration has been aggressively targeting the estimated 11 million undocumented migrants in the United States. To end the news, as a summary of the major stories, we told you that the Rivers State Waste Management Agency has announced a new date for the state monthly sanitation exercise. DSS has filed terrorism charges against 2 commanders of terror group linked to Al-Qaeda. On the foreign scene, you heard that hundreds of South Koreans have been detained in U.S. factory immigration raid. Stella Sasongu Okori, editor of the news. For comment and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on todayfmlive.com. Good morning. I am Lucky Maxwell.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Bentoni Bags Limited. We produce polypropylene branded nylon bags for companies and market use.
Oh yes, are you into rice production and packaging of all kinds? Our PP polypropylene bags is specially made for you. Bentoni Bags Limited. We produce top-notch branded bags, nylon for companies' use. Whatever business you are doing, you need our bags for packaging and easy movement. Our products are shopping sacks, agro sacks, nylon, twine, nail sacks, and general PP woven sacks. Locate us at plot in 23 Harbour Industrial Layout, Atani Road, Onitsha, behind the former Paul Mike Sports Stadium, Onitsha. confidential. Our contact phone numbers are 0913-966-3639 or 0813-928-4850.
Bentoni Bags Limited.
Bentoni Bags Limited. Originality is our name.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
I really like you, and it's true. There is only one, just you. I find it hard to say I wish you knew.
44 4586. That is 0816 744 4586. 0816 744 4586.
Thank you very much. See you on Sunday.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Children are a beam of sunlight. On Kiddies Playground, smart is the new cool. We have interesting activities lined up for everyone, from storytelling to games to quizzes, where you get to win loads and loads of gifts. Do you have what it takes to compete and win exciting prizes? Then don't miss any episode of Kiddies Playground every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. only on Today 95.1 FM, where playtime comes to life. Welcome to Kiddies Playground on Today 95.1 FM. How are we all doing this morning? It is the 6th day in the month of September 2025. A beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. You know why it's a beautiful Saturday morning? Because I am in the studio for you. Because, again, it is Kiddies Playground time. And because it is a beautiful time where we have a great time in the studio on air with your contributions, with your participations, and everything put together. I have a beautiful story. I'm just using the word beautiful because, I mean, you all are beautiful children and you deserve everything beautiful. Yes, and the show is a beautiful one because you're in it and it's for you. I have a beautiful story for you this morning. After that, I have riddles. You know, we did tongue twisters last week, Saturday, didn't we? Yes, we did. I have riddles. Yes. And then I have fun facts for you. And we'll see the song that I have to play for you also. I don't think I want to tell that one yet, but we'll see about that. So if you're still sleeping, wakey, get up and keep a date with me. If your siblings around you are still sleeping, tap on them to get up this morning. Let's get into the show proper. All right, the title of my story this morning is The Man Who Never Lied. Now, you might be wondering, The Man Who Never Lied? Yes, that is the title of the story. The Man Who Never Lied. Now, let's get into the story to see. There are pictures, illustrations on the story, but there's no way I can show it to you. So, yes, just listen to the story so you can, get a description of what I'm trying to tell you. Once upon a time, there lived a wise man by the name Mamad. Okay, I think I have to change his name, should I? Okay, let's just go with the name. There lived a wise man by the name Mamad or Mamad. He never told a lie. All his life, he never lied. All the people in the land, even the ones who lived miles away in neighboring villages, knew about him, and they knew him for the man who has never told a lie in the village, in the community, in the area. He always told the truth, anytime, any day, regardless of anything. So the king of the village heard about Mamad, the man who never told a lie, and he was wondering, is there someone like that? Can there be somebody who never lies, who has never told a lie, who always tells the truth? The king was, curious. And the king ordered his subjects to bring the man, Mamad, to his palace. And so they brought Mamad to the palace, and the king looked at the wise Mamad, the wise man, and asked him, Mamad, is it true that you have never lied all your life, and you always tell the truth? The man answered, Mamad replied, it is true, my king. And the king said to him, and you will never lie in your life? Mamad said, I'm sure about that. So the king said, okay, tell the truth always. Be careful, but be careful. The king told him the lies are cunning and it can get on your tongue easily. That it's very easy to tell a lie. Lies are cunning. Just be careful, tell the truth. That was what the king told Mamad. And Mamad said, thank you, my king, and left the palace. Several days passed, and the king called Mamad again to the palace. This time, there was a big crowd, and the king was about to go hunting, get on his horse with his bodyguards and subjects, was about to go to the bush to hunt. And the king held his horse by the mane, he held his horse, and left his foot. His left foot was already on the stirrup, right? The king was about to, go out of the palace for hunting. And then he ordered Mamad and told him, go to the palace, because I think he was already outside of the palace gate with his subjects and guards. And so the king told Mamad, go to the palace and tell the queen I will be with her for lunch. Tell her to prepare, that was in the morning, right? Tell her to prepare a big feast. You will have lunch with me then. And so Mamad bowed down to respect the king and went to the queen and left. Then the king laughed after Mamad left. The king laughed, this laughter of, okay, let's see. And the king said to his bodyguards and the subjects, we will not go hunting now, and Mamad will have to lie to the queen. The king actually told Mamad, go to the queen, tell the queen we're going hunting, we will join her for lunch, tell her to prepare a big feast, and you, Mamad, you will join us. And so Mamad went to the palace with that instruction. But the king was cunning, and the king wanted to make Mamad tell a lie to ruin his reputation. And so the king laughed and said, we won't go hunting, and now Mamad will lie to the queen. Tomorrow we will laugh on his behalf. That was the king's intention. And so Mamad went to the palace, but the wise Mamad, he was a wise man, went to the palace and told the queen, listen to what he told the queen. He said, my queen, maybe you should prepare a big feast for lunch tomorrow. And he said, maybe you shouldn't. Now he says, he did not say, oh, the king is going hunting, prepare a feast. He just said, maybe you should prepare a big feast for lunch tomorrow, and maybe you shouldn't. And he said, my queen, maybe the king will come by noon, maybe he won't. You see that? Tell me he will come or he won't come, the queen asked Mamad. Just tell me, will the king come for lunch? Will he not come? Will he come by noon? Should I prepare a feast or not? Mamad said, I do not know whether he put his right foot on the stirrup or he put his left foot on the ground after I left. Now, Mamad said, I do not know if the king came down from the horse or he continued on the hunting. I do not know if he put his right foot on the stirrup about to go hunting or if he put his left foot on the ground after I left. So that was what Mamad told the queen. Soon everybody waited for the king. that day. Everybody waited that the king would come at noon for lunch, and everybody waited. The king did not show up. He came the next day and said to the queen, "The wise Mamad who has never told a lie lied to you yesterday, right?" You see? Now the queen said, but the queen told him about the words of Mamad. The queen told the king exactly what Mamad said, how he said it. And the king realized that the wise man never lied, because he said maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. That was not a lie. He realized that the wise man never lies and says only that which he saw with his own eyes. That is the end of the story of the man who never lied. Now, my darlings, is the time to call me and share your moral lesson on this particular story, the man who never lied, who never told a lie. Now, you tell your moral lessons, and after that, you tell me, judging from what the man, wise Mamad, told the queen, do you think he lied or he did not lie? He said, I do not know if the king will come. Maybe you should prepare a feast. Maybe you shouldn't. You tell me. If you think he lied, you tell me. If you think he did not lie, you tell me. That is the question on the story. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. How are you?
Fine, good.
The network, the call is... All right, so please quickly share your moral lessons, and so I can take more calls.
Yeah, moral lessons. Anything.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Mama.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, darling?
I'm fine.
All right. Tell me your name, baby, and share your moral lesson with us.
My name is Nora.
Nora, welcome. So share your moral lesson.
I listen.
All right. So what did you learn from the story?
That it's not good to be cunning.
Yes, it's not good to be cunning, right? All right. So now tell me, do you think Mama told the truth? Did he lie to the queen, or he told the truth, or he said what he saw and heard?
He did not lie.
Oh, he did not lie. He told what he saw, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Nora. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Call me 0810-951-0951. Hello. Oops, that call dropped. I'm sorry. Try to call me again. 0810-951-0951. Hello. 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 Are you there? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Good morning. How are you?
Fine.
All right. Tell me your name. Share my lessons with me.
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, welcome. So go ahead. What did you learn from the story?
I learned that we should not be funny.
Yes, we should not be cunning. All right. So tell me now, do you think, who was the cunning person in the story?
Mamad.
Mamad was the cunning one?
Yes.
Why do you say so?
Because he did not lie.
Do you know the meaning of the word cunning? Huh?
Cunning is like somebody that did not lie.
No, cunning means someone that is, someone that is deceptive, someone that deceives people. That is the word cunning. So if you mean that Mamad was cunning, that means Mamad was the tricky person. Cunning means a tricky, crafty, yeah, that's what cunning means. Craftiness, trickiness. So was Mamad cunning and crafty? Hello, are you there?
Mamad was cunning.
No, my darling. Cunning is somebody that is tricky and crafty. Don't you think it was the king who was cunning because he wanted to make Mamad lie? Are you there? The king, don't you think it was the king that was the cunning person?
He's the king.
Exactly. The king was cunning because he told Mamad something that he was not going to do because he wanted to make Mamad lie to the queen, right?
Yes.
Now you get it, okay? All right, thank you so much, my darling. Let me take more calls. Thank you. I'm happy that you got you understand now. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
What is your name, please?
My name is Destiny Chijoke
Destiny
Benilochi.
Chijoke Benilochi. Welcome. So share more lessons with us.
It is good to be wise.
It is good to be wise. Yes, wisdom is very important. Okay. Now tell me, in the story, who do you think was the cunning person?
The king.
Okay, why do you say so?
Because he wanted let the man like the queen.
Yes. Okay. And with the way the Mamad told the queen the response, what do you think about his response to the queen? The answer that Mamad gave to the queen, what do you think about that answer? Okay. Was it the truth or it was a lie?
It's not the truth.
Okay. Thank you so much, Destiny Chijoke Benilochi.
Thank you.
All right, my darling. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, tell me your name. Share my lessons with us.
My name is Jemima.
Jemima. Welcome. So go ahead. Hello?
I learned that it's not good to be cunning.
Yes, it is not good to be cunning. Okay. So tell me now, who do you think was the cunning person in the story?
The king.
Why do you say the king? Why?
Because he lied.
Okay. And it's not good to tell a lie, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Yes, bye. Bye-bye. Okay, one more call for the story segment before we get into the quiz segment. Hello, good morning. Morning, darling. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, your name, your moral lesson, and... Okay, go ahead.
I learned that it's good. So that people will know that you're a good person.
It is good to be known as a good person. Okay. So in the story, who would you say is the good person and who would you say wasn't the good person?
The good person is my mad.
Okay.
And the person is not a good person is a fool.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Those calls are coming in so much. One more. This is the final one I can take. Yes. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Share moral lessons. Yes. Go ahead. Your name, your moral lesson. Go ahead.
My name is Ola.
Okay. All right. So tell me now your moral lessons.
It's good to be wise.
It's good to be wise.
I'm not good to be a liar.
It's not good to be a liar. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful contributions from all of you. Thank you all. Let me give you all a round of applause. For all of you that called in, shared your moral lessons, and answered the questions based on the story, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. We're moving over to the next segment of the show, which is the quiz. And for the quiz, we'll be doing riddles. Somebody say riddles. All right, so if you're calling me right now, it means that you're telling me, Miss Rona Bay, I am ready to take the riddles. I'm ready to answer the riddles. I'm ready to answer the riddles. 0810-951-0951. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Are you there? Oh, the network giving me issues this morning. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I get
Okay, so are you ready for the riddles?
Yes.
All right. What am I? Okay, now listen. The more you take, the more you leave behind. The more you take, the more you leave behind you. What am I? Yes. The more you, it's a word. The more you take, the more you leave behind you. So the more you keep going forward, the more you leave behind you. Shadow? No, it's not shadow. Try again. Try again. Hello?
Yeah, no.
Do you want to try again?
No.
All right. Thank you for doing it. All right. Okay. Let's see who gets the answer to that one. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Ready to answer the riddles? Are you ready for the riddle? Okay. So now you have to answer this one. I am a word. What am I? The more you take, the more you leave behind you. What am I? The more you go forward. I'm trying to give you all hints here. Think. The more you go forward, the more you walk. Okay, I think I already just gave it out already. This is a giveaway. Okay, listen. This is almost like I'm telling you all the answers, but I just want you all to get it. The more you move, the more you walk forward, the more you leave behind you. What am I?
Shadow.
Oh, why is everyone saying shadow? No, it's not shadow. Do you want to try again?
Yes, no.
Okay, try again.
Water.
Water? The more you move forward, the more water you leave behind. No, that's not the answer. All right. Okay, let me
My age.
You said what?
My age.
Age. No, age is not the answer, my darling. The more you move forward, the more you walk. Okay, I think this is a tough riddle, and I like it that it's a tough one. It's not every time I'm giving you easy peasy questions. Okay, my darling, let me take more calls. Thank you for trying. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Your name is what?
Joshua.
Joshua. I think. But I had Legacy. Is your name Legacy?
No.
Your name is what? Joshua. Okay. Are you ready to answer the riddle?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. What am I? The more you walk, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What? Legacy. You very close. But I need the particular answer. Yes, legacy. The more legacy you leave behind. That is an idea, but I want the correct one to what I'm asking. So do you want to try again?
No.
No.
No, bye-bye.
Bye. Hello. It's how children are so honest. Like, they don't even have to paint their words. They'll just tell you as it is. It says, do you want to try again? No. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Are you ready to answer the riddle?
Yes.
So tell me, the more you take, the more you walk, the more you leave behind you. What am I?
Footsteps.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What is your name?
Miracle.
Miracle, you just got the answer correctly, and I am impressed. The more you walk, the more you leave behind you. Footsteps. So you have to send me your name and phone number so that you can get airtime freebies for answering this question. Okay?
Okay.
So you send your name, your full names, so that I don't mix it up. Your full names and your phone number to the number I'm about to call. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so listen and write it down. You can hang up, all right? 0701 9339 962. Did you get that?
Yes.
All right, so send your full names and phone number to that number, and you get an airtime freebie for answering the riddle. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I think these are the much calls I can take on this segment for the riddles. We're running out of time. We have just 5 more minutes to wrap up the show. It's been an amazing, beautiful time with you all. Yes. Let's get into the fun fact segment very quickly. I think I took a lot of calls now. Did I not try? I took a lot of calls. I don't think I can take any more calls, my darling. Next week Saturday we'll do this again. A date with me, 7:30 a.m. on Today 95.1 FM. I still see your calls, but time is of the essence. Now for the fun fact segment. Yes. Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? You know flamingos, right? How do I describe them now? They have very thin, long legs. They are white and, little pink feathers, little pink lines or feathers, flamingos, yes. Do you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Have you heard of that word before? If you haven't, now you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. All right, that's the size of our package for you this morning. I hope you had a good time on the show, because I did. And do not forget the girl I told to send your full names and phone number. Try to do that very quickly so that you can get the airtime freebie as soon as possible. Thank you all, my darlings, Kiddies Playground Army, for joining in the show, for participating. I care about you on this dial Today 95.1 FM. We care about you. Have a good Saturday morning going forward. Have a beautiful weekend going forward, and a new week ahead of you. Yes. If you can do chores in the house, try to help around the house. If you can, take care of your siblings, try to do that. If you can help mommy and daddy in the shop, whatever it is that they do, try to help and do that. Be good children, be smart children. Yes, tell the truth all the time, be honest children, and just be a child and a good child. Yes, this is the size of my package, and I'm signing out with this song from Coco. Miguel, Remember Me, coming up right next. That's the song you're about to listen to. Have a beautiful listen.